back. But also, this means this channel is going to get rebooted. Yes, it's time for me to reboot this channel once and for all. I know that I have not been making videos on this channel since, well, my last video was pretty much the Batman review back in 2022. But I decided that I want to take this time to just reconstruct this YouTube channel how it was. My main goal was to do movie reviews on this channel. And that's what I'm going to do, is to mainly focus on movie reviews. So no more unboxing videos, no more one-on-one chats that you see me talking with a celebrity, or any of the other stuff that you would expect, or even trailer reactions. That's something I'm going to stop doing every time soon. But this is going to be a reboot to just everything. Well, my only main focus is just movie reviews in general. Let's get started with my new video. If you think Nintendo Direct was the one thing that had people talking all over the internet, well, I'd say it's a maybe because, well, yes, Nintendo Direct was announcing their Pikmin 4 sequel, their Metroid, or even some of their Game Boy Advance games going onto the Switch. There was one company that actually decided to put their hand in the ring. It's more like the hold my beer meme on the internet that people say. But it wasn't a man, it was the mouse. And they delivered some big news. Yeah, that is technically some big news, but unfortunately that's not what we're going to talk about. I'm talking about what actually broke the internet for some animation fans. While Nintendo Direct was one for gamers, this one is for animation fans. And I mean the biggest animated films. But let's talk about it. This is Raul Rule of Film, and I'm here to talk about my thoughts and opinion of the Disney sequels coming out very soon. Let's talk about it. Now, the way how I'm going to do this is that I'm going to break down all of these sequels, knowing which one I'm looking forward to the most, and the one it's like, yeah, I'm not so sure about this one, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I do talk about Disney. Like, I talk about some of the good stuff. I talk about the okay stuff, but not going to lie, there are some bad things when it comes to Disney. And look, Disney might be Disney, but they can't hide from the stuff. Trust me, they've been slipping a lot of stuff lately, and I'm not proud of it. But let's get on to it. Let's talk about our first sequel that just got announced, and that is none other than one of Disney's most successful animated films. That's not The Lion King, surprisingly enough. It's their 2013 film, Frozen. We were introduced to Anna, Elsa, Olaf, Kristoff, and Sven on their magical adventure that made over $1 billion at the box office everywhere, including winning the awards like for Best Animated Film, even for being the biggest icon around the time. Like, heck, I remember that I was in high school around the time when this movie came out, and it was like very big, like very big. A lot of people couldn't stop talking about the movie. The songs, everyone just kept singing Let It Go, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, Love is an Open Door, or even myself, I would end up singing In Summer, the Olaf song. Like every animated series, there's bound to be a sequel, right? Well, fast forward to 2019, 6 years after the original movie, Frozen 2 came out. It may not have been as big with audiences like they were impressed with the first film, but it's just the fans, however. They loved it for how good it was. I mean, Frozen fans were like easily satisfied. And also being the highest grossing Walt Disney animated film of all time around. It actually surpassed its original predecessor around the time. The main three animated films are pretty much the highest grossing animated films. Like some people would say it's Frozen 2, the first Frozen, or even, and last but not least, Pixar's Incredibles 2. And yes, I did not include the Lion King live action remake because, come on, I'm not going to include that one because for the fact that why couldn't people just watch the original one at home than watching a soulless remake in theaters? But even myself, as a fan of the series, I thought these two movies were just so amazing. I love the animation, like the world of Arendelle, the way how they would do these magical things, and I love to see each and every character's design. It's like really beautiful to see how these talented people at Walt Disney Animation Studios created. But more importantly, I love each and every character in the movie, especially seeing the sister relationship between both Anna and Elsa. It's like, but also the songs though. I really do enjoy all the songs. Fast forward to 2023, which is now. Ever since the release of the sequel, there hasn't been any announcements like when Frozen 3 was going to happen. And I thought to myself, they most likely will make it, but it will be the time whenever if Jennifer Lee or Chris Buck or Peter wants to make another one, since those guys are the main reasons why the first one was made, or even the second one with them doing it as well. But now, as I'm recording this, as of yesterday, Frozen 3 has officially been announced. The third chapter in the series has officially been announced. After 4 years after the second movie, it has finally been announced. And what do I have to say about it, in my opinion? Being a fan of these movies and being a fan of that world, I would love to see what else they can do. Like, I remember back in 2020, I even made a video, which I'll leave in the link in the description below if you want to check that out. It's where I talked about what could be the possibilities of another Frozen film. Like, will there be like another person that's like Elsa, or even seeing Kristoff, or even Anna having their own kid, because in the movie, spoiler if you haven't seen it, she becomes queen. So, and Kristoff officially proposed to her to be his wife. So it would be amazing to see them getting together. But whatever Jennifer Lee wants to do, or whoever's going to be helming the project, I wish you all the best. And I hope you take your time with this, and we will see you on the world of Arendelle, hopefully very soon. A rabbit coming into Zootopia to become the first bunny cop in this big metropolis world, but also solving this very big case, and also having the biggest messages in this movie. And it's like it's not often that you see an animated film with one of the most beautiful messages in this movie. And I appreciate it for what they did in this movie. And after its release, I thought to myself, hey, I would be open to see what else they can do. Like, if they can do a Wreck-It Ralph sequel or a Frozen sequel, I would love to see what Zootopia can do. And as I'm recording this, I have not seen the Disney Plus shorts that they came out with Zootopia Plus. Not seen those yet, but I will eventually get to those and most likely talk about them in a future video. They announced the sequel. I would love to see more what they can do. Like, see what Nick and Judy can do. Seeing the adventures, or even the bigger case. The world of Zootopia is big. There's like a lot of things you can do. And with the creative team at Disney, like Jared, Rich, Moore, who made the first movie, like, I know you guys have like the capabilities to make like another great sequel. I do wish them the best in making Frozen 3, Zootopia 2. Like, the one meme said it best: let them cook and take their time developing these films, because for the fact that these movies take like around 4 to 5 years to make. And there's already a slate saying untitled Disney film coming out in these certain years. Maybe that could be Zootopia 2, maybe that could be Frozen 3. We never know. One movie series that means really true to my heart. It's always been my comfort movies. I remember watching them when I was a little kid and growing up. And 23 years later, they've been one of my favorite film series. And no, I'm not talking about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy for once. That's something that I want to say. But that's Pixar's Toy Story. I grew up with the first movie being one of my favorite comfort films as when I was a little kid. The second one was easily one of my favorite. It's easily one of my favorite animated films, my favorite Pixar film. And it's basically the one that puts Toy Story right on the map. The third Toy Story was a movie that actually brought me into tears for the first time when I watched it as a kid in theaters. But then when you head to the fourth movie, however, if you want to see my review on that one, I'll leave another link in the description where you can check out my review of why I thought about Toy Story 4. And don't worry, I will be talking about Lightyear in the video as well. So don't worry, if I missed out on Lightyear, I will be talking about this right here. And Pixar is heading to its 2020 eras. I thought the original main goal was to just do original projects. And for the fact that the original projects they made so far are Onward, Soul, Turning Red, or Luca. Also, Elemental's coming out this year. And then they're expecting 2 other movies in 2024, like Ilio, that one movie that America Ferrera will be starring in. That seems interesting. But then here comes the big one, though. As for its 2022 in September during D23, Inside Out 2 was announced, which brought me and everyone to a big shock to know that, really? Pixar's making an Inside Out 2? And I thought they were just focusing on original films, not sequels at the point, which, not gonna lie, an Inside Out 2 does have me very optimistic about that one. Which I said to myself, well, if Pixar has a good idea and they want to do one Pixar sequel in the 2020 era, then by all means, go on, do it. But today, though, yes, as you can see, another chapter in the Toy Story franchise is happening. Yippee! Oh boy, Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4 is ending. Means nothing at this point, does it, Pixar, huh? Now, I'm not saying that I'm upset with this one, mainly for the fact that it's just the idea of a 5th Toy Story movie. I think John Tron said it best.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Now, Pixar itself doesn't do a bad job when it comes to the storytelling, unless of your Cars 2 at this point, but where else can you do with this series? If you remember specifically in Toy Story 4, Woody has said goodbye to the gang, and both him along with Buzz, Jesse have already said they gone their separate ways, but what else can you do? But who am I to judge a studio who's made about 4 movies in that trilogy? That I know that I'm a big fan of the first 3, and the 4th one, yes, I'm not a big fan of that, but at least they had some sort of idea of what they wanted to do with the 4th movie. But just the idea of a 5th Toy Story movie kind of baffles me. It's the spin-off Lightyear, which I actually do own a copy that came out last year. Yes, it was more of a spin-off in the Toy Story movies, but more of an origin story for the character of Buzz Lightyear. At least it had a story and had the potential of what it wanted to be. Yes, it may not have been the best Pixar movie, nor my favorite Pixar movie, but it wasn't the worst, if you know what I'm trying to say. But it did have potential of being the next big thing in the Toy Story franchise. I mean, for God's sakes, even the post-credit really teased the potential sequel it was going to happen. But you know what? You all had to watch Jurassic World Dominion, and this movie pretty much bombed pretty hard when it comes to terms of box office or even audiences. Like, I would love to see more of the universe of Lightyear than another Toy Story movie. But like for now, I'm gonna let Pixar do their own thing when it comes to this 5th Toy Story installment. But just please, Pixar, I'm just saying that if you have a good story to tell, just go for it. And if you want to make a story, then go ahead. But just do something for the fans and do something that you know it's worthy of a sequel, not just for the sake of another easy buck for a cash grab. And that's what I'm saying when it comes to this other chapter in Toy Story. But if I'm being honest, I would have preferred a Monsters Inc. 2, or heck, even an Incredibles 3, I would have preferred an Incredibles 3 more than a Toy Story 5. Just be glad that they didn't announce a Cars 4 at this point, because who wants a Cars 4 at this point? In conclusion, while Nintendo Direct won the attention for gamers, Disney managed to win the attention over animation fans. While it was unexpected for this announcement, and I am pretty optimistic to see how the final product's gonna look like, and as of right now, we have no official release date or any confirmation like when these films are gonna be made. Like, they just made the announcement since February 8th, so who knows when it'll be out. As soon as we expect an update, like who will be helming the project, or if the actors themselves are gonna go for a voice recording, or seeing what the plot's gonna be like, all we can do is we wait see what the world of Disney will offer for us. Thank you all for watching my video, and I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully to be back to do more reviews. And comment down, let me know what you guys thought about these Disney announcements. Which one are you most likely looking forward to? Which one are you least looking forward to? Comment down in the section below, and have an amazing day.